Okay, so today's video is going to be an advice video. Here's my little backstory on my advice videos. So first, I've been wanting to do advice videos for so long now. I can't even tell you how long. It's been ever since my channel started. I wanted to start advice videos from the very beginning, and I made a few. They just didn't turn out very good, and I deleted them. And then recently, actually like a few weeks ago, I made an advice video, and it was just not, the lighting was off and everything, so I deleted that as well. And then yesterday, I made a whole advice video, the one I'm doing today. I made it yesterday, and my voice sync with my lip movements on my iMovie is all messed up, and I told you guys that in my previous video if anybody watched it. It was all over the place, and I didn't really know how to fix it. So if anybody knows how to fix it on iMovie, please let me know. That is why I'm on Photo Booth right now. I'm going to be using Photo Booth, the video part of it, for a good amount of time. And I know it's bad because the quality is horrible. My lighting is off. I'm like bright here, and then whenever I move and show you a different color, the lighting goes berserk. So I do apologize. Bear with me. I'm trying to fix it. I don't like it either as much as you guys don't like it. But I am going to do an advice video today, and that is going to be like throughout the years of high school, and the first one today is going to be freshman year. So I have a little notebook, and I wrote some little notes down. They're just brief notes, and I'm going to talk about, there's like 5 subjects that I want to talk about for freshman year. So yeah, so if you want some advice on your high school years, then continue watching. Okay, so my first point of advice for freshman year of high school is to go in with a clear mind. Basically, you don't want to go in with any thoughts of negative feelings for high school. You don't want to go in thinking that you're going to have horrible teachers and you're not going to find friends, or you're going to have a lot of homework. You don't want to go in thinking that. Yes, it's reality. I understand. You need to be prepared for situations like that. But you want to go in excited for the year, excited for like new friends, excited for like, you know, new opportunities and everything. You want to go in, you should go into anything positive. You really don't want to go into high school with the negative energy, because it's just going to make it worse. It's hard enough to be in middle school, transferring into a high school, and then thinking all these negative thoughts that you really don't need to think until maybe you decide you really don't like high school, or you really do like it. It really depends on your opinion, but I think that's the problem with me. I went into high school with a lot of negative thoughts, like thinking, oh, what if I don't like my teacher? What if I don't like the homework I'm getting? What if I haven't seen a friend in a long time and it's going to be weird? I don't know. Like, it was just a lot of different thoughts. Maybe they're not necessarily negative, but they were just not positive. They weren't something that I was looking forward to in high school. And I feel like you need to go into high school thinking of the positives, thinking, hey, I have this history class with a really good friend. I'm excited. Or, hey, I have this teacher and I heard a lot of good things about her. It's just anything you can think of that's positive, like sports, activities you can do out of school, is an awesome thing to really build up, you know, that excitement for high school before you get in there. You don't want to be like, you really don't want to be thinking anything negative, because it's just going to bring you down little by little, and you know, it might, you know, scare you a little bit, and I completely understand that. Freshman year is kind of scary. It's a foreign country, basically. You're walking into a school that you've never been in, unless you have brothers and sisters and you just went in there just to visit or something. It's different. It's a lot different than freshman year is a lot different than middle school, because you don't really get those second quizzes. You don't get to redo quizzes. You don't get to pass in your homework 3 days late. It's a totally different atmosphere in high school than it is in middle school or grade school. So I understand if you're nervous, but you need to try to think as positively as possible, and just, you know, be happy, smile your first day, and walk in, you know, excited. Even if you're really not. You don't have to be excited for it. Believe me, if you're not excited, that's fine. But try to be positive. My second point is to stay out of drama. It does not matter what kind of drama it is. There are plenty of different kinds of drama. Just stay out of it. So there could be boy drama, friend drama, teacher drama, any kind of drama whatsoever. If you can think of another one, then great. That is what you stay out of. Do not get into it. If you're having a problem with a friend, keep it between the friend and you. If you're having a problem between a boy and yourself, keep it between you guys. Do not go and tell your best friend, who you think doesn't talk to people, but she does. You know, it depends on if you have one of those friends you know you can tell anything. That's a little different. But really just stay out of drama. If someone is fighting with someone, don't get into it. If it's not your business, just don't get into it. If there's a fight in school, I guess. I don't know if there would be a fight in your school, but if there's a fight, don't go near it. If there's drama with a teacher, say you and a teacher just don't get along and you're just not, she doesn't understand why you don't understand things in class, she doesn't help you very much in class, I don't know, any kind of drama, just don't get into it. Tell a mom, tell a dad, tell a relative, tell someone, talk to your guidance counselor. Stay out of the drama because it's not going to help you in high school. It's just going to hurt you, bring you down, stress you out, and it's going to, kind of make you crazy in high school when you have homework and school-related subjects to balance and you're worrying about, all those things. It's just not necessary. Okay, so my third point is keep focused and stay positive. So I'm all cheerful for that because, I don't think anybody can say that they've been completely positive in high school or completely focused. We all have the Facebook, the Twitter. I don't know if anybody still has MySpace, but any social networking sites, including YouTube, you need to find time to put those aside for kind of a relaxing time, so downtime. So you need to figure out when you need to do your homework and when you can do things like go on the internet and talk to friends and read a book and watch TV and all those things. You really should be focusing on your homework. This is just knowing from what I've done. When I was in middle school, there was nothing really to bother me. I didn't really have Facebook or anything like that, so I would go on YouTube and I'd watch TV and stuff, but there wasn't really big things that were keeping me from doing my homework. But I definitely recommend that you set a time schedule for yourself, that when you get home from school, you try to do as much homework as possible. Go home, eat a snack, sit down for 10 minutes or so. I usually check my Facebook, my Twitter, and then I sign off, hopefully. And then I, relax and I start my homework as much as I can. I get the easy stuff done with first, and then I move on to kind of the harder stuff. If I don't understand things, I leave them to the morning because we do have, in my school, we have 40 minutes in the morning-ish, depending on what time you get to school, to do your homework or to sit and relax or do whatever you want because our bell doesn't ring until 7:45. So that is what I do. I do my homework, almost all of it at night, and then I do the rest that I didn't understand in the morning. So I really recommend that you try to get the homework done at night, and then you can have time to relax, do whatever you want after, read a book, listen to music, watch TV, go on the computer. It's really your choice, but try not to have your laptop open or computer or phone or anything like that that's going to distract you nearby, because it will only keep you from doing your homework. And the stay positive part is just don't be, I don't really know how to put this, don't get so hit by your grades. If you got a horrible grade on a test, yes, it's important. Grades are important. I'm not going to lie. They're very important if you're going to be going to college, if you're going to get a really good job someday, or even if you don't even want to go to college, you just want to get a job. It's really important that you are trying to do your best in high school. And I think it's a lot of staying positive. If you're negative about it every day, if you go into a test and you're like, I'm going to fail this. No, you're not necessarily going to fail it just because you said you were. But if you try to be positive about it, instead of you go home that night and you're like, oh, I'm really nervous for the test tomorrow, but I'm going to study and I'm going to do my best, that is more energy put towards the test, that you're thinking positively and not so much I don't know this, I don't understand this, I don't get this. That's not going to help you in any way possible. Same with if you play a sport. I know a lot of people who play sports can back me up on this. When you go into a sport and you're going to go into a big game, like a championship, you want to think positive thoughts. You want to think, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do really well, and we're going to work together to get where we want to get. And a lot of times that positive energy is really, it pays off in the end. And if you go into a game this is going to be horrible, the team is really good, we're going to lose, you normally do lose. So I think you just need to go in thinking that you're going to do your best and you're going to get whatever grade you get, and you know that you tried. So always try on your tests and quizzes. Don't just put them aside and scribble things down. Try your best, ask teachers questions, and you should, do decent. So number 4 on my list is get involved. So when I say get involved, I mean if there's clubs in school or sports or anything extracurricular activities that you can be involved in, try them. Even if you are not somebody who likes sports, which would be me. I'm not a sports person. I like track. I've been wanting to do track for 3 years now. I just never really got into it. I've been told by people to do it, and, you know, I wanted to. I'm just trying to find out ways to manage my time. But I also loved ice skating. I did ice skating 2 or 3 years ago, and I think I'm going to start it up again. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a school sport you're going to be involved in. You can be involved in student council if they have one, a student government, or, you know, anything outside of school. Like, right now I'm part of student government, the wellness club, which is kind of like almost like a school spirit kind of club. We deal with just like, I don't know, different activities. It's fun, it's good, and it's a good way to be involved in school. And then student government is what I'm involved in, and I'm in the officers. I am vice president, and it's just like, you don't have to, I'm not saying, hey, you have to be president of your class, or you have to be vice president, you have to be treasurer, anything. Just to be involved and to almost to put your voice into things in school. It's really good for your resume for college when you can say that you were in a club like the student council, and you changed a school policy, or you changed a school dance, something. I don't know. Whatever you do at your school, it's good to be involved and have your voice heard and, you know, have some say in things. It also feels good in the end when you have like a school activity and you can say, hey, I changed that, or hey, our group got this dance going for you guys. This is why we had a dance. I don't know. Anything like that. It's just really exciting to be involved in, and it pays off in the long run, and it's nice, and it's really good for colleges if you want to put down clubs you did. And also sports. I don't know. I can't really say much about sports, but if you like a sport and you play it in middle school and you're afraid you're not going to make the team in high school, try out for the junior varsity. You don't need to be on the varsity team to be a good player. You can just be on a team and be involved and really, you know, just be there, just doing something and being active. So it's a good way to be part of your school. And my last point, number 5, is be yourself. I know this is said in like every video, no matter what you're going to watch, but it is so true to be true to yourself. True. If you go to school and you're acting like someone you're not, I mean, a lot of people won't notice because that's just, it's an act. But if you're going to school and you're dressing a certain way to impress people, or you are being friends with people you're not really friends with just to show that you have a big group of friends, it's just, at the end, you need to know who your true friends are and who your true friends aren't. And in the end, your voice is the only one that matters when you get to college or when you get to the real world. It's just you and like what you want. It's about you. You need to be a little selfish in that way. I'm not saying be a total like mean person about it, but it really is like what you want in high school, what you want to do, and you need to be who you are. If people don't like it, that's just people. You know, everybody gets torn down a little bit in their grades. You know, high school, middle school, elementary school, no matter what grade you're in, I know everybody gets torn down once. If you like something and someone doesn't. They're going to tell you. That's how people are. If you like a sport and you think you're good at it and people think you're like terrible at it, they might tell you. But that doesn't mean you should stop doing what you like to do because someone told you to. I know this is all jumbled up, but I hope it makes sense. It's just you need to stay true to who you are and not what everybody wants to see of you, if that makes any sense. So I hope this video helped you guys out. It was kind of long, kind of short, I don't know. But yeah, that was my first advice video. The next one I'm going to do is sophomore year, and I really hope this helped. And I will talk to you guys real soon. If you have any questions or comments, I'll leave my contact information below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!